Maybe live stream is not streaming. Testing, testing. Okay, I don't like talking. Okay. They have an event going on right now. Also, why am I in co-op mode? That's weird. I'm in co-op mode. It says one player. I'm sure I keep myself out of this. It's because I was in it when that someone joined me. Okay. What's it gonna do? I have the wishing banner. Wish. Bubble. Oh,
I'm Beto. You've heard of my ship, the Crux, and its crew?
I didn't even mean to get Beto because, like, every 10 spins you're guaranteed a 5-star. I'm pretty sure I don't have a bit yet. I saw more shit. Tell you back on the banner, thank you. Okay. Let me try. Two blues. Probably on 5 wishes, by the way. It's 5 wish. So 50-50 chance of getting it right now, I believe. Also, where's the that? It is new. I'm gonna call me us level.
If you ever want to trade tactics, I'm always ready.
Oh, we got that. Send.
Oh, great.
I do have a. Also, I am currently also editing stuff that if I like, re-upload stuff if I like it.
That's quite a crowd of.
Why am I even putting a cutscene?
Hi everyone, I'm Sansa, and I'm a.
All goes quiet on Star Snatch Cliff. High in the trees. All is.
Oh wait, sorry, that's not right.
High in the trees. No whiff of the wind. No sign of the birds. No flapping of wings.
Then it goes.
Pause. Pause for a moment, and...
Oh gosh, this is so embarrassing. I'm making a complete mess of this. I didn't get tongue-tied at all on the 42nd time, or the 90th time. So why can't I get it right now?
The 42nd and 90th time?
Yep. I rehearsed this 100 times to try and perfect my performance. So, this is my 101st time playing this song.
I didn't want to go
Actually, the traveler here has loads of experience with... And, Paimon can give...
Aww. Just think...
Whoa.
Well,
I hate when you
I'm all
wank
in.
players
Paimon
and
never
don't even
knew
have quests
Brent
there
stole
and
his...
get put in a cutscene. Oh, Venti.
Venti.
Ah! Tongue Deaf Bard, where did you come from? Well, Paimon sure hasn't...
A what?
Well, everyone else talking about Venti isn't.
So it must have been a cat that stole...
I can help too, Vent. And, sorry. I know I shouldn't spring that on you. I was just worried if I stayed quiet now, I might be too shy to ask later, and I didn't want to let the opportunity slip by, so... I'm sorry. I hope I didn't make this weird. Wow! Really? Okay.
Oh, we get. Legit, let me get out of this. How long is this?
I guess I just... Let me think. Maybe it was a sense of yearning. Back when my parents forced me to stay in my room and study, I'd always hear his wonderful melodies. Yeah. But I get so nervous when I'm performing in front of a crowd. What?
Exactly.
So...
Literally,
In that
get me out of
case-
this stupid quest. Please don't tell me I've got. Oh my. I can't skip this.
That was my first ever successful performance in front of a crowd. Once the music started, it felt like I became...
The audience definitely felt it too. Look, even that cat came to check out the show. Wait, a cat?
Oh, Charcoal! So it was you! I'm sorry, that's my neighbor's cat. Whenever I'm rehearsing, it always comes to sit on the web that I have no way to repay you.
Gone, like...
I can hardly, but I can't offer... Oh,
Oh my god, I'm finally out of that area. Oops, yeah.
What are you staring at? Scrap.
I'm staring at you. Alright, I'm gonna my congrats watching YouTube.
Let's use the empty box that Tainari gave us since we already washed it. Oh, it smells amazing. And the box is a nice touch, too. Let's go serve this up and start eating with Hypatia.
Are you already finished cooking? Even though everything you mentioned was in Tainari's letter, it's still hard to believe you were able to connect with Irminsul immediately after smelling Spirit-born eel for the first time. It took me nearly 3 years before I could do so. And everyone at the Academia even lauded me as a genius.
So why does this incense allow people to connect to Irminsul?
The ingredients used to make Spirit-born eel primarily consist of plants created by Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. These special ingredients are conducive to heightening our senses to the Dendro Archon's power. Since the root of the Dendro Archon's power lies within Irminsul, we can occasionally tap into her powers to peer into the depths of the earth. That's all right. That was primarily taking in any... Not to worry, though. Technically, you're... I must admit...
Whoa!
As a member of the Ritaoist Darshan at the Academia, my main area of research is the stars and their which is why I must... If only my... I am currently in Sages of... That's why we met...
Whoa!
Of course I do. However, I believe that being able to... But what's strangest of all is that they're clearly an envoy of the God of Wisdom herself. And they have the curious power to make people dream.
What's so strange about that? It doesn't sound so out of place for a divine being, does it?
Well, it's strange because nearly nobody in Sumeru can ever dream.
Huh. Is that true?
Yes. The sages say that wisdom implies... Yes. If one struggles with anxieties, those emotions could influence their dreams. The fact that the people of I was born into a family of scholars in Sumeru City. Ever since I was a child, my parents would always tell me that I'll know I've grown up once I stop dreaming. I studied hard, enrolled as a student in the Academia, and went on to become a researcher. Sure enough, I never dreamed again. But then, on the day I scared the little Aranara, I suddenly saw a dream again. It was incredible. Though I don't exactly remember what I saw, I clearly recall the feeling. I suddenly felt like I was a child again. Back then, I was foolish and ignorant as any youth would be, but I was free of fear. Maybe dreaming isn't as bad as we've made it out to be. Just be sure not to speak of this if you travel to Sumeru City. They'll look at you as if you've lost your mind.
So, do you have any thoughts about the things he saw when he connected with Irminsul?
Sorry. I'm afraid I don't have any answers as of now. All I can say is that what you saw is a memory contained within Irminsul itself. World forget me. What could that possibly mean? If only I could ascend past Satyavada life and begin Paripurna life, I might have some more answers for you. If you two are ever in the area again, Please be sure to come and see me. There's no need to be thanking me. You two are my saviors. Besides, I'm already looking forward to tasting some more of your cooking.
Now that we know Hypatia is alright and had the chance to ask her some questions, Paimon thinks it's about time to head back to Gandharvaville.
Catch the wind. Think about it, Tainari. Refusing to join is tantamount to burying your head in the sand. I understand that you're a forest watcher and that it's your duty to combat the effects of withering zones. But isn't it evident that such work is not a lasting solution to the problem? As Sage Kage clearly stated, your presence and guidance in Sumeru City is pivotal in finding a cure for Irminsul. How could you possibly refuse?
Keep your emotions in check, Gulam. Let's at least listen to Tainari's reason for declining. We're here to invite him to the Academia, not to cause a scene.
Sage Kage, I am truly honored that you came here in person, but I'm afraid I must still decline your invitation. I am merely a forest watcher. How could the great minds of the Haravatat have any need of someone like me?
Well, it turns out that your refusal letter had some implications on your master's reputation. He is a renowned sage of the Immorta, after all. So now I've come here in his stead.
I see. Well, I figured that given his temper, he would come here and berate me personally.
Tainari, your master is an integral part of this effort. And now he requires your assistance.
And what exactly does my master need of me, Sage?
You'll know, once you've arrived in Sumeru City, that is.
And, how long will I be required to stay?
There's no
Do you mean to tell me that, despite coming all the way here to Gandharvaville, I cannot give you a definite answer either?
Tainari, but you...
So be it. Come, Gulam, we're leaving.
Tainari, what was...
It's nothing. Some people from the Academia wanted me to go to Sumeru City to assist them with a project, but I had to refuse on account of all my responsibilities here. But all that can wait. How did...
It was quite...
Very good.
That's right!
Sorry, I'm afraid I don't have an...
Well...
Oh! Also, when you enter Sumeru City, you'll probably end up receiving something like this item here. I'm not sure if it will ever come in handy for you, but maybe...
Oh? What is...
It's called an Akasha Terminal. It's a tool produced by the Academia. Needless to say, this device and its usage fall under the Academia's expertise, so I'll leave it to them to show you how to use it.
Great! Next up! That's right! Tainari, we have something important to say to Kale before we leave.
Yes, she's doing much... She knew you two would...
Thanks, Tainari.
Farewell, and...
I've been waiting for you two. Never mind.
I guess I should just wish you two a safe and successful journey.
Thanks for waiting here just to see us off, Kale. We're headed to Sumeru City.
Don't worry about me. I can take care of myself. My condition won't be getting in the way of my duties. I want to be a forest ranger after all. It's up to me and the others to protect the rainforest here. And, I'm sorry. I should have told you both about my condition when we first met. I just wanted you two to treat me as a normal friend, not some girl that needs your sympathy. But I guess now I understand that the most important thing is for friends to be genuine with one another.
There's no need to apologize, Kale. We should be thanking you for trusting us enough to be your friends and sharing your past with us. We're probably still gonna worry about your condition, but that's because we're friends and we care about you.
Thank you. That means a lot. Before you leave, I have something for you.
Oh? What is it?
It's my recipe for pita pockets. I told you that I'd give you a copy, remember? My handwriting is a little, messy, so please don't laugh.
Yay! Thanks, Kale. Now we can eat those scrumptious little pitas whenever and wherever we like.
I hope that whenever you eat them, you'll both remember. Well then, I, trainee Forest Ranger Kale, bid you both farewell. Please visit Gandharvaville again. The Rangers will always be ready to assist you here.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry? What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Sumeru City! Oh, did you see that? When those people entered the city, something on their heads lit up.
One moment, please, you two. It appears this is your first time visiting Sumeru City.
Oh, yeah, that's right. But how did you know that?
Because there's currently no information on either of you in the Akasha. But no need to worry, that won't prevent you from entering the city. In fact, the Academia conveniently provides each traveler to Sumeru City with a device. Perhaps you two have heard of the Akasha before. It's our beloved Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's lasting legacy, a treasure trove of collected knowledge. After centuries of tireless research on the Akasha, the Academia created one of its most ingenious inventions, the Akasha Terminal. As long as you are within Sumeru's borders, you may use an Akasha terminal to connect directly to the Akasha and access any knowledge you need. I should mention that due to technical limitations, the operation of Akasha terminals will be much smoother and more effective in large cities such as Sumeru City and Port Ormos.
Oh, so this is the thing that Tainari was telling us about.
You two are quite fortunate. Until recently, it was standard practice to only issue Akasha terminals to outlanders who spent an extended amount of time in Sumeru. Here are your Akasha terminals. To activate it, simply hold it in...
Oh, says this little doodad would... May the mighty God bless it! Whoa! Just now, something clicked, and Paimon suddenly knew how to use this thing! It seems all we need to do is concentrate on what we want to know, and bam! You get...
Exactly. And with that, let me officially welcome you both to Sumeru City. May the wisdom of the Dendro Archon always be your guide.
Okay, now that we're in, we can check the Akasha about Lesser Lord Kusanali. Let Paimon try. 500 years ago, the sages found a newly born deity from within some scorched ruins. The deity now resides in the sanctuary of Surasthana. Seems pretty similar to what Kali was telling us. Okay, next, let's Oh, come on! Paimon's brain is Oh, smart idea. But what are you going to ask it? Huh. You... Uh-oh. He's from Sumeru, and even has a position in the... Hello, are you Rohawi?
Yes, that's me. Can I help you?
Great! You see, Tainari sent us here...
What? Tainari? Please, there's no need to say anything, really. Sure, I admit that the article I published last month wasn't my best work, and...
Here, this is a letter from...
Oh, let me see... Oh! Ooh, what a relief. It seems even Tainari acknowledges my innate ability for procuring information. So...
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali.
You mean you want to meet the Dendro Archon herself? This isn't exactly my area of... Sorry, the Akasha didn't respond to my query.
What? You too? But what about your abilities for getting...
Well, as I said, this isn't my area of expertise. I am but a lowly researcher, so the Akasha doesn't see a need for me to know more about the Dendro Archon. All I know is that ever since Lesser Lord Kusanali returned to Sumeru, she's never left the Sanctuary of Surasthana or made a public appearance.
Huh. Didn't expect her to be such a
The Dendro Archon is somewhat of a recluse.
Aw, but...
And besides, in this world, there will always be information you... Take me, for example. Don't mention it. If you two... Hey, come on!
Oh, so what do we do now? Even... Huh? Like who? Oh, you're right! Catherine! The Adventurers Guild has its own intel network!
What's the hurry?
Ad Astra Abyssosk. Hello, Traveler and Paimon.
Catherine, we need your help with something.
Understood. The Adventurers Guild is always ready to serve you. With what do you require assistance?
We want to meet with Lesser Lord Kusanali. Do you know a way we can do that?
You two wish to meet with Sumeru's Archon. Understood. Please wait. I apologize, but I am unable to call up any relevant information in the Akasha. I'm also unable to locate any pertinent information in my personal memory.
Aww, another dead end. Well, if Catherine can't help us, then we really don't know anyone else to ask now.
Please do not worry. I may know of someone who can help you two. In Sumeru, The Adventurers Guild does not serve as the vanguard of information. Rather, there are numerous active mercenary groups collectively known as the Eremites. They take on various contracts and work all across Sumeru, so they naturally accrue intelligence. An Eremite brigade called the Corps of 30 is in charge of Sumeru City's defenses. Not only are they the oldest
Corps of 30?
Supposedly, Asfand, if you'd like to get in contact with him, you're welcome.
Alright, off to the Citadel of Razor we go!
What's the hurry?
Welcome. The Adventurers Guild told me to expect you two.
It's nice to meet you, Asfand. We'd like to ask you about something.
I see. So, Catherine's the one who sent you this way. Ha! It's true that the Eremites' network is vast, but even I can't help you meet the Dendro Archon.
Wait, seriously?
Afraid so. The Eremites aren't terribly religious, so we don't know much about divinities. As far as the Akasha goes, we can access even less than you. We originally came from the desert. The gods there died off long ago. Since those days, we've used our own two hands to carve out a living. It isn't just us, though. If you ask me, I think most in Sumeru aren't interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Oh? Why is that?
Just take the Academia, for example. They're the ones who truly rule Sumeru. Although they believe in gods, most of them only care for the late Greater Lord Rukkhadevata. In their eyes, she was the one who founded Sumeru and gifted us with the Akasha. Lesser Lord Kusanali just happened to inherit her legacy. Because of the Academia's influence, most citizens are more familiar with Greater Lord Rukkhadevata and hold her in greater esteem. Not to mention that Lesser Lord Kusanali never makes an appearance, and the Academia never announces anything about her. As far as the people of Sumeru are concerned, she's just a god that exists. And that's all.
Really? Aw. After hearing all of that, Paimon sort of feels bad for Lesser Lord Kusanali.
Ha! But who knows? We're all just guessing when it comes down to it. Besides, I'm sure the God of Wisdom doesn't worry about her reputation among people like us.
All right. Well, thanks for the info, Asfand.
No problem. Always happy to help out the Adventurers Guild.
Seems Asfand was right about most people's attitudes here. Not only are they not interested in the Dendro Archon, they even say stuff like, if the Akasha doesn't think I should know, then I don't need to know about it. We've been asking for information non-stop ever since we got to Sumeru. But the harder we try, the more helpless everything seems. Isn't there at least one person in this entire city who cares about Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Oh, you two are interested in Lesser Lord Kusanali?
Huh? Who are you?
From the sound of it, you two are Outlanders who recently arrived here. You've been asking around for information on Lesser Lord Kusanali, right? Oh, I'm sorry. I forgot to introduce myself. I'm Dunyarzad, one of Lesser Lord Kusanali's faithful followers.
Whoa, really? Then do you know how we can meet with her?
I'm afraid I can't help you with that. But your conversation earlier did happen to remind me of a legend about the Dendro Archon. Sure. It goes like this. Long, long ago, panicked by what he heard, the man journeyed in despair. He thought,
okay, and then?
And then the calamity came. But to his own, at that moment, a bird perched upon his shoulder. This bird was, in fact, an avatar of the Dendro Archon. She said, "Oh, Archon, seek along your journey."
Hey, wait! It looks like there's this.
Hey, have you two seen a brown-haired girl wearing a purple top and a long blue dress?
Did she have bandages wrapped?
Yes, that's her. Did you?
Yeah.
Quick, after her!
That should keep him busy for.
What's the hurry?
Interested in joining the Light Novel Society?
There you are, Dunyarzad. We thought you might have been long gone by now.
Oh, it's you two. Oh, you startled me there.
You can relax now.
Really? Thank you so much. Uh-oh. Looks like they're...
Huh? More of them? Then what do we stand...
No, wait, my body isn't in the best shape. Okay, sounds...
All right, let's...
We made it. Oh, they shouldn't be able to find us now. Wait! Stand down, Dia!
My lady, who are these two?
They're travelers that I met on the street just a moment ago. They happened to notice that you were all searching for me, so they helped me.
I see. In that case, you two should scram. There's nothing here for you.
Wait a sec! Who the heck are you?
I'm Miss Dunyarzad's bodyguard, here to see that she returns. My lady, let's get going. You've been gone for...
And if I refuse to go with...
It'd be easier for the both of us if you cooperated. But if you insist...
Hey! Dunyarzad...
Stay out of this. You don't Sorry, my lady. Even though I'm your bodyguard...
How much?
Wait, what?
How much more do I have to pay you to become your employer?
My lady, this isn't about Mora. I don't know what you think of us Eremites, but let me say this. I like Mora, but I'll never go against my principles. That's why I'm here looking for you. Sure, it's an order from my employer, but my conscience was also telling me it's the right... And knowing your health...
No, you're wrong. I'm aware of my limits, and I know what I'm doing. And I know perfectly well that it makes no difference if I'm at home. And every time I bring this up, they just change the subject. Dia, you've been living with us a long time already. Dia, I know it hasn't been easy because she saved me. This is my life and my last...
My lady, are you sure?
Yes, I'm
Fine. I won't ask you to return home anymore.
But let me make something very clear. I'm only doing this because I respect your determination, not because I agree.
Thank you, Dia. Sorry for being so...
Don't worry about it, my lady. I did say that I like Mora. Besides, that's our next topic of conversation. Today's little excursion caused such a ruckus that every single bodyguard at the estate was deployed. It wouldn't be easy to hide things from your old man. Since this definitely won't be your last escapade, here's a little tip. You should at least make it look like your room and things are still in order when you leave. Also, you'll need someone to... So, I'll let you hire me, my lady. This...
Okay, deal.
Yay! Looks like they've reached...
I'm fine, really.
My lady, stop trying to look tough. We're already in a tavern.
I'm sorry for worrying you two. If you don't mind...
Sure! After you...
Ha! Well, if it isn't Dia. Word on the street is that you're a bodyguard for the Homayani family now. Ha! Don't you find that kind of work?
Nah, you get used to it. How about a menu over here?
You got it. Huh? Isn't this little Miss Homayani herself? We don't get to serve personages like you.
Thank you, sir, but there's no need. I don't have a lot of Mora on me, and but please bring these two the best food you have. They're my new friends, so I want to be a good host for them.
Wait, we're paying for ourselves now? Aw, Paimon kinda wants...
How about our charcoal-baked Agelenach cakes? They're our signature snack, and they run cheap. Look, other customers over there.
They look kind of burnt and dry. Paimon will pass. Hey, come on! Dunyarzad.
Well, remember...
Huh?
Yes, it was when I was stuck inside my younger self. Then one night, at that moment, and...
Dunyarzad, don't be scared. You don't have to cry. Who are you? How do I explain this? Really? Of course. I know that you... Wow. You're Dunyarzad. Is there anything... What? No. Huh? But aren't you a child? All children have... Can you... Oh. I'm sorry. Then, can you...
After that, the voice said, although my body was suffering during those days, beyond my window, once I finally made it, but I know that that voice wasn't a figment of my imagination. Before that, I had never heard of Teyvat. Yes, for sure. If it weren't for that voice, I would have never grown curious. That voice sparked a desire for wisdom. I've been hoping for...
What's this?
It's Lesser Lord Kus. It's actually an old holiday that originally celebrated Greater Lord Rukkhadevata's birthday. I heard everyone was, but because of the Academia's influence, people have gradually lost. The Academia act, maybe they see lesser.
Aww.
It is. It's absolute. Sure, the Greater.
Just remember that we're still out in public. Don't.
I know that people over by the Grand Bazaar still hold the Sub-Zero's festival to this day, but I hadn't met any of them before. So, but recently, I made a friend there who also follows. I gave her my savings because I want her to throw a wonderful festival this year.
Hold on, my lady. Does this friend happen to be Nilu, the one who sends flowers to the estate?
Yes, that's her.
I saw her leaving the other day with a nervous look on her face. It seemed like she was hiding something in her arms. Did you give her something?
Yes. Initially, I didn't have much more prepared, so I had Nilu sell one of my skirts. I've agreed with Nilu to meet up at the Grand Bazaar.
Sure. That's quite the trip, though.
No, that would be too much.
You might as well just accept the lift. If I let you walk...
But of course. Nilu will be through.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Sorry I'm late, Nilu.
Oh, Dunyarzad. Uh-oh. But if Dia's here, that means you got caught.
You could say that.
Oh. And...
Oh, meet the Traveler and Paimon, my two newest friends. They're...
So you're followers from another land? Oh, really? Well, that's okay. By the way, Dunyarzad...
You're very welcome.
Probably?
Wow! This place is amazing!
Not bad. Last time I was here, the stairs were full of holes.
The stairs were nothing. A little while ago, we discovered that the tree above the stage had a huge chunk of bark ready to fall off. Down on performers like us. They probably think it would be best if the theater closed down completely. We can't let that happen, though. Not only would everyone involved in it thank the Dendro Archon for Dunyarzad, but the more she gave us, the stage is going to be even prettier when it...
And I can't wait to see one.
Nilu, what did...
She'll be dancing the day...
Dunyarzad.
I only told them about the...
Okay. According to legend, a long some of the gods got drunk as she danced upon those brilliant purple flowers. Of course they did. Although they aren't around anymore, though we're just tiny people.
Nilu, you of all people. Yeah.
Thinking about the if my stage were...
All of Lesser Lord...
Ooh, Paimon thinks that's a great idea! Hey, come on!
So how about we all attend the Sub-Zero's festival together?
Dunyarzad. Everyone at the Grand...
In that case,
I wonder if the treasures are discovered in my youth might have been left by greater Lord
what's with your yellow hair? And why do your clothes look so funny? Did you know that the Sub-Zero...
Huh. Revamping the stage for the festival couldn't have been easy. I don't know much about... Oh, and the perfume sold around here is a lot better than what you'll find elsewhere. I mean, that's what I've heard at least.
Nilu, you're out.
I thought I'd add a little extra pizzazz to my dress for the
Wow.
Uh-huh. Of course.
Dancing at the Sub-Zero's festival. You know, I also danced when I was younger. As a child, I even asked my grandmother why we performed the dance for the Lesser Lord when it was originally done to honor the Greater Lord. My grandmother said that the Sub-Zero's...
What's the hurry? Things are really shaping up, and there's a buzz around the festival. Don't be fooled into thinking that Sumeru's... And when it comes...
Think of it! Paimon's only ever seen her behind the counter at the Adventurers Guild. This is the first time we've ever seen her taking a break. Hey, Catherine!
Huh? Oh, hey! It's the Traveler and Paimon! What's shaken?
Whoa. Break time Catherine sure sounds a lot less formal than usual. Paimon would...
Sure. Standing behind... Guild doesn't require any complicated functions. But saying and doing the same old things over and over again can get pretty monotonous. Like watching the same Fontaine movie day after day. But take YouTube, for example.
Well, we enjoy traveling.
Yes.
Huh. Haven't we heard someone say something pretty similar recently?
particular.
Oh. Alright, we'll see you next time at the Adventurers Guild. Oh, by the way, thanks.
I'm sure you two will get.
There's something really different about Catherine today.
Hey, Traveler. Paimon.
Oh, hey, Dia. What's going on?
I've got something to tell ya. My lady knows you're looking for ways to meet Lesser Lord Kusanali, and she's been.
Are you serious?
It might not necessarily pan out, so don't get. My lady.
Sounds like. Let's head over to the Citadel of Rexar and wait for Dia.
What's the hurry?
Sorry, I'm late. It took some convincing for the Master and Mistress to believe that Miss Dunyarzad was only sitting in the port for a while because she was in a bad mood. Anyway, I guess I should be thanking you. I haven't seen Miss Dunyarzad that happy in a long time. If it wasn't for you two, she probably would have been caught and dragged back much earlier.
You sure sound a whole lot nicer than when we first met, Dia. Who would have thought you had such a soft spot for Dunyarzad?
It's called being a professional. I'm a bodyguard, and I work for whoever's paying.
Look, Dia's blushing.
Listen, you two. I don't expect to be working for Miss Dunyarzad very long, but I hope to finish things on a positive note if possible. Let's cut the chit-chat and head into the Citadel. We'll see if the person I... Oh, hey, Chief.
Ha, Dia! What are you doing here?
I take it you all know each other already?
We met this morning after the Adventurers Guild pointed out.
No kidding. Huh. So, where's Ruksha? I thought I'd help these two out by asking about the theft. Anything you can tell him?
Ruksha's gone over to the Academia. The Grand Sage recently ordered Sumeru City to begin bolstering its defenses, so people from all over have been called back to the city. Since you've already mentioned the theft, I suppose I might as well tell him what we know.
Appreciate it, Chief.
Theft? Sorry.
Just recently, the Academia lost something, and there's a chance the item is connected with the Dendro Archon. This case might just somehow help.
I suppose that's one way to look at it. Let me fill you in. The Academia recently sent a convoy to pick up an important package from Aru village. Word got out, and the convoy was robbed on its way back. The Grand Sage took the whole matter very seriously. Not only did he dispatch the Matra, but also enlisted our help in the search for leads. All we know so far is that whatever was stolen is currently in Port Ormos.
You two have heard of Port Ormos, haven't you? It's the largest commercial port in all. The Academia's grip isn't long enough to reach all the way to Port Ormos, so the city's a little more laid back, meaning the population's also a mixed bag. You never know who you'll meet there.
Apparently what was lost has a great deal to do with the Akasha, knowledge, and even the gods. I'm afraid I don't have... If you're interested, maybe you could head to Port Ormos and ask around yourselves. If you want my advice, try introducing yourselves as students of the Academia once you're there.
Are you serious, Chief? All the Academia students are in Sumeru City, you know. Why should they pretend to be students in Port Ormos?
If you're also interested, just go.
Count me out, and take it from me. If you two really do decide to visit Port Ormos, you best watch your backs. Let's just say that the Eremites there aren't near... There are even some extremists who go around shouting slogans like, "Retake Sumeru for King Deshret." Word is that more and more are joining their movement. They're becoming a real headache for Chief and the others.
You bet they are.
Not everyone's like you. Well, Traveler...
Thanks, Dia! since we've gathered...
Miss Dunyarzad is looking forward to seeing you both at the Sub-Zeru's festival, so be sure to get yourselves back here in time for that. Good. Then we'll see you both...
What's the hurry? Catch the wind. What's the hurry?
Come and have a good look yourself. Traditional spices of the high.
Believe me, I'm not making this up. Several Eremite mercenary groups are nearly in open conflict, but does the core of 30K...
Wow! We know that whatever... Paimon doesn't get it. Well, get...
Welcome. Welcome. How can I help you two?
Hi there. We would like to ask you a question. Do students from the academia ever come to Port Ormos?
Of course. Especially around this time of year. Students from Sumer... Many people often talk about how hard it is to get accepted into the academia, let alone graduate. But those who finish their studies, and sure, we may not be Sumeru City, but Port Ormos offers beautiful scenery and a stress... you see over there? Those are students from the academia.
They've been looking worried and miserable ever since they got here a few days. If you ask me, the life of a merchant is better.
It's no good. I've tried asking around, but I haven't been able to learn anything useful. Not to mention that a bunch of scary-looking Eremite mercenaries have been posted along the streets now.
There's been a lot of fighting between the different Eremite factions in Port Ormos. If we choose to move on our own, then it would be wise to steer clear of them. Especially the group that's constantly shouting some stuff about King Deshret and some resurrection. I've even heard that the Citadel of Regzar is starting to get fed up with them. What was that group called again?
They're called Ain el Ahmar. Today...
Wait, come again?
Don't you see? Many of the Eremites in Port Ormos deal with trading this kind of thing. They're usually pretty wary of outsiders, but not so with students of the academia. It's because the kind of goods that students are looking for aren't the kind of goods that Eremites are after. As long as they know you're a student, then deals can be made. I've heard that Ain al-Hakmar likes to set up shop at the Jafar Tavern. Supposedly, if you're willing to part with 500,000 mora, they'll give you info on anything.
Wait, did you say 500,000? If information alone costs that much, then how could we ever afford to buy what we're looking for? I guess we might as well give up on trying to graduate this way.
I wouldn't worry too much. Our field of research is very niche.
Oh, I guess that makes sense.
Whoa! Did you hear that? So, what's our plan? Wait, didn't you hear what they just said? Buying information is going to cost us 500,000 mora! Have you lost your mind? Oh, all right.
He will pay the price one day.
What's the hurry? What's the hurry?
Place we heard those students talking about. Let's find a seat somewhere and see if we can spot the group they mentioned.
Oh, you've arrived. Please, take a seat.
So, they think that they can go toe-to-toe with the boss?
Ha!
They're nothing to be afraid of.
How can the Caracal Battalion compete with the boss when they're nothing but a bunch of money-grubbing opportunists?
Yeah.
Huh. All these guys...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata. That traitor and her followers must not be spared. The day will come when King Deshret exacts vengeance on Sumeru, and all of them shall be punished.
Yeah.
Huh? Who are you? What do you want? A traveler?
Now's probably not the time to talk about that. Didn't the students say Eremites are wary of outside?
A student? Huh. What's a student from Sumeru City doing in Port Ormos? Ah, well, if it's info you want, you've come to the right place. The question is, can you afford it?
Oh, Paimon can't stand to see so much more ago. But they're...
Here, this is the merchant's address. See, members of Ain al-Ahmar are devout believers of King Deshret. Years ago, King Deshret founded the great desert nation that was our homeland. King Deshret was the rightful god of wisdom, but he was betrayed by a companion he trusted. She even stripped him of his title, God of Wisdom.
So, you mean the traitor...
Greater Lord Ruka Devata, yes. That shameless wretch destroyed King Deshret's civilization, and our ancestors were forced to flee to this land where we were made to suffer the tyranny of our enemies. Furthermore, she conspired with the Academia to cover up the truth of her actions, and create the merciful and benevolent facade for which she is now known. Ugh, just thinking about it sickens me. But the story doesn't end there, oh no. King Deshret isn't truly dead. The voice of the Oracle has been heard. Mark my word, if what I'm saying makes you shiver with fear, it might not be too late for you to become a believer of King Deshret. I don't have anything to say to you Academia people about that. I think this conversation has
Not just yet. This man is a fraud.
Huh?
You again? Deranged Academia.
Yes, it's me again. I already warned you that if you weren't willing to sit and discuss things with me, I'd take measures to make things... Listen to me. That address he gave you is fake. Or at least, you won't find a merchant waiting for you there. This group has been boasting all around that they can provide information on a certain item as a means of luring people into their territory. Once you show up, they keep up the act until they have hard evidence that you want to purchase said item. Then they use that to squeeze you for all the more you...
Hey! Shut it, Al-Haytham! What are you playing?
I told you the other day. I wish to discuss...
Ha! The boss made it perfectly...
Yes, and in no uncertain terms.
But I'm warning...
If you're suggesting that we... I will jeopardize I am quite confident. Also, a word of advice. I suggest you tell your boss exactly...
What did you say?
Consider this. Have I ever failed to follow through on my...
This guy is really out of his mind.
Okay, then. If you really have a death wish, let's meet a week from today. The pier in front of the Pharos Lighthouse, 4 o'clock in the afternoon, sharp. Don't expect us to hold back.
Not so fast. First, you return the 500,000 mora to them.
Please, I beg you, don't provoke them. We can't afford any trouble with this crowd. They haven't even paid...
Mr. Iman. There appears to be fewer staff in the restaurant recently. This wouldn't happen to be because they're all busy spreading the word to the students, would it? Someone who chooses to do business with a group like that really can't afford to get so flustered the instant someone confronts them about it. Consider the meal compensation for our silence. I'd say you're getting an excellent deal.
Whoa, did you see that? He not only got us, plus, he went that way! After him!
Should I adjust the shipping schedule?
Wait up! It's Al-Haytham, right?
What do you want? No need for thanks. My goal was to get to them, and you two gave me just the— Oh, I advise you to keep your distance from them. Since they weren't able to make off with your Mora in the end, they might— Alright. Goodbye.
Hold your horses! We still have— Since you tore through their scam right in front of them, you must know the real story about certain something.
Who exactly are you two? And why are you inquiring? A student. Right. Look, you should know that those thugs conducting business with you had nothing to do with your lie.
Huh? Oh, yeah! He's really strong. Weren't you—
He doesn't even have a vision.
Maybe not, but he can— Those high-headed—
All right. I accept. Got a pen and paper? We'll reconvene at the—
So, since you were happy to give us this merchant's information, does that mean you can tell us exactly what we're at?
You were willing to part with 500,000 Mora for something and you— Okay. Well, if you truly are as skilled as you claim, then you can beat the answer. Look, if you've been—
We know it's connected to the Academia somehow, and that not only do the Eremites deal—
You know almost everything there is to know, but you're unable to compile this information because you've never seen the object before. This is what you've been looking for.
Huh? I'm
This is a knowledge capsule. To put it simply, it's a vessel that can store a fixed quantity of canned knowledge. Anyone who links it to their personal Akasha terminal instantly becomes privy to its contents. Correct. Anyone. Unlike the Akasha, which heavily regulates who can access what information, knowledge capsules confer their contents without any requisites.
That's amazing!
It's essentially a convenient and harmless vestibule for knowledge. Unfortunately, it's illegal in Sumeru to privately possess or trade them. They were created as a means for scholars to transfer knowledge gained from Irminsul into the Akasha, and are intended to be destroyed immediately after use. But despite strict regulations, some of these knowledge capsules will always escape destruction. After all, there will always be those in this world who are dissatisfied with life as designed. Over the past century, a wide— Meanwhile, well, I think that about sums it up. Oh, so that's your true— With our current arrangement, I don't believe I can offer an answer. You're still resolved. Let's continue our conversation here. If you wish to learn more about the knowledge capsule that the Academia lost, then you must help me with something. I need you to find someone named Dory, a trap. Unlike the peddlers who hawk inferior knowledge capsules, she often has quality goods in stock. She's guarded against people. I think she become one of Dory's—
Why do you want us to meet with—
Until you complete this task, you don't have question privileges.
Fine. So how do we go about doing this?
You two are outlanders who haven't been here for long. Beyond the password, though.
This is kind of nerve-wracking.
The true challenge begins after you meet her. She has a keen nose for Mora and a shrewd eye for wares, and she only likes customers who she deems to have good taste. I'll prepare some funds for you. Buy her highest quality wares and earn her approval.
But we only just saw a knowledge capsule for the first time. We don't know how to tell which ones are good and which ones are bad. Is that something we can learn quickly?
That's true. Have you two heard of elemental sight? Oh? That's a surprise. Guess I'll have to hold you in high— Here are 2 knowledge capsules. Tell me, can you detect any difference in their quality?
They look—
Try inspecting them with elemental—
How'd it go? Did you see anything?
Rumor has it that higher quality knowledge capsules generally appear brighter when viewed through elemental sight. That's because knowledge originates from Irminsul, the root of Dendro power itself. The more powerful the knowledge, the richer it is in Dendro energy. However, some canned knowledge with a high concentration of elemental energy is of little use in contemporary. Using elemental sight is...
That sounds pretty impressive.
Here's a sheet with the informant's location and contact password. And here is the... Don't be cheap. Oh, and be sure to exercise...
Matra?
They belong... The Matra are razor sharp. You're in for nothing good if they lock their sights onto you. If you two want to back out, now's the time. Okay, then...
Looking at what Al-Haytham wrote, Dory's informant is a traitor near Old Ormos. Let's follow these instructions and try to get in contact with him.
Hello. What are you two looking to buy? What a unique palette.
Following the paper got...
Ronak.
Got it. You two, please follow me. You two have a fascinating fashion sense. We haven't seen a customer wearing a Sumeru rose for quite some time.
Hold on. Let me think. Sumeru rose means common merch. No, look again. We're obviously wearing morning flowers.
Ah, my mistake. I do apologize.
Whew. That pop quiz sure was scary.
The warehouse is up ahead. Please follow me. Before I retrieve your products, I need to confirm a few things. Please forgive me, but we may not have sufficient stock for you today. Earlier, many of our hara fruits were taken by mice. Thanks. If better goods come in, you'll be the first to know. You look like you have some skill. Why don't I pick out some fruits that'll make you dizzy?
Yep, that's the right answer. But eating hara fruit that makes your head and ears ring sounds like a bad...
Would you like your hara fruits to be packaged in the Sumeru City or Port Ormos style? Wow, you two sure are generous customers. We'll be sure to package your products beautifully. Okay, everything has been confirmed. Miss Dory is waiting for you up at... Shoot, it's the Matra! Run!
What? The Matra? Where? Al-Haytham said we're done for if they catch us. We gotta get out of here. We don't know this area, so let's follow that informant. He ran that way. Look, he's over there! Hey! If you're hiding from the Rishbaland tiger, come this way! Another password! Huh? Oh,
Here, over here. You can stop running now.
so you were the one who was calling out to us just now. But, are we definitely gonna be safe here?
These two good customers wish to buy some hara fruit, Miss Dory. And if there's nothing else, I'll just excuse myself.
Oh, very good. Thank you.
Huh? Wait, you're Dory? Paimon sure thought you'd look a whole lot scarier.
Hey, what are you trying to say, Princess Pea-Brain? I can be scary enough when I need to be, believe you me. If you don't watch what you say, then you can forget about doing any business. But it seems you two have actually done pretty well so far. Not only did you manage to find the informant, your reactions were also pretty sharp. You don't really look like criminals or anything, but I bet my Mora that you've been involved in some shady dealings, haven't you?
Paimon's not sure if that's supposed to be a compliment, but...
I can't risk doing business with people who start huffing and puffing after just a few paces. So that's why I prefer to have customers like you. It's your first time here, but don't worry, I won't ask too many questions. Even if you wish to buy enough knowledge capsules to decorate your house with, please, knock yourself out. As long as you have lots of round, shiny Mora, then we're all good. Ah, yes!
Wow, she has a trove of canned knowledge. Whew. She'd probably be in serious trouble if the Matra caught her with all the...
What kind of products do you seek, my dear customer? Take this one, for example. An analysis of the sociological...
Yeesh. Who would want to be an expert in that?
Or, how about... With this one, you can become an...
Ooh, now
2 million Mora, and... Whoa! Of course, you are free to pick whatever your heart's...
Alright, let's try the method that Alhaitham mentioned.
You've really got a good head on your shoulders, and quite the...
We'll take these, please and thank you.
My oh my, you are blessed with a taste for both the exquisite and the extravagant. Customers, listen, I have a special offer for you two. If you spend just 100,000 Mora more, you can pick any knowledge capsule of your choice up to a value of 1 million Mora.
Say what now? Hey, did you hear that? Spend another 100K and we get a capsule worth a whole million! But all the canned knowledge we just bought is easily worth 500,000 Mora. If we spend just a little more... Think about it. We've gone to all this trouble. Aren't you even the least bit curious about how this whole canned knowledge thing works? We're talking instant knowledge here. Don't you want to try it yourself? Come on, come on. We still have around 100,000 of Alhaitham's Mora left. So let's put it to good use by finding something useful.
Excellent. Then please, select...
Hold on a second. Paimon thought we could choose whatever we wanted. Why can't we choose...
Oh, but my dear customer, the knowledge capsules over here are worth 1 million Mora each. I'm sure discerning customers like yourselves will be able to find something to your liking. Please.
Uh-oh, Paimon has a bad feeling about this. Let's use Elemental Sight again to check these. Huh? Why? Hey, we're getting a capsule worth 1 million Mora here. Don't be such a party. Well, anyway, the Mora's already been spent, so let's at least try to find something useful. Let Paimon take a look. Not sure we'd ever find volumes 1 through 7, but at least this knowledge should be useful, right? Let's go with this one. Dory, we'll take this one.
All right.
Our dealings with Dory went smoothly enough. Let's head to Wakala Funduk and meet up with Alhaitham. Hopefully now he'll finally tell us about what the Academia lost.
You two made it. And from the looks on your faces, you were successful.
Whoa, there's so many people from the Academia here. Why would you pick this place as our meetup spot?
Well, Wakela Funduk is under the Academia's control, so naturally the Academia has people working here. I came to Port Ormos under the pretense of conducting official business.
You're a pretty daring guy.
Relax. No.
Okay, we did what you asked. So, can you tell us about...
Before that, I have to ask, why are you two so intent on tracking it down? You don't have to answer, of course.
Yeah, he just wants to meet the god of... When we heard that the Academia had lost something that might be related to the gods, we came here in case it turned out to be our lucky break.
In that case, you're on the right track. A short while ago, the Academia lost a knowledge capsule in the desert. It's supposedly a divine knowledge capsule. Use it, and you'll gain the wisdom of the gods.
Wow, there's really such a thing as that? Hey, if we find it, do you think we could learn how to meet the dead?
I highly doubt it has any mystical properties, but it does indeed exist. And it's right here, in Port Ormos.
So, where exactly?
That's what we need to find out next. I won't deny that. I am investigating because I'm curious as to what the divine knowledge capsule truly is. As you know, the Eremites in Port Ormos also have their eyes on it. It is an extremely precious item. The knowledge contained within may bring great power or wealth to whoever has. Several brigades have been vying. I agreed to However, they adamantly...
So you kept...
Yes. Ain al-Ahmar isn't exactly wealthy, but its members are... So, I've been sabotaging their business to force them into negotiating with me. The divine knowledge capsule should be up for a secret auction within the next few days. Each brigade will place their own bid, and the prize will be covertly given to the winner. To ensure the capsule's security and to evade the Matra's notice, the winning brigade will not publicly disclose their victory. Unless I know whose hands the divine knowledge capsule ends up in, my agreements with them will fall through. Dory is the most reliable source of information, but that avenue was previously closed to me. With you on board now, the situation is different.
In other words, you wanted us to befriend Dory so you could find out where the divine knowledge capsule is.
Yes, you can say that. But this arrangement harms none of us. The day after tomorrow, go back to Dory and try to purchase information on the divine knowledge capsule's whereabouts. If she has no information, wait 2 days and approach her again. If I get the opportunity to study the divine knowledge capsule, I will relay my findings to you. Will that suffice as compensation? Okay. Doing so right. All right, this place works. Show me the capsule you purchased.
Here. Really? Ah, yeah, what a great buy!
If you want to determine the efficacy of this capsule, I can evaluate your combat ability. We can conduct a control. While you fight, there may be variant.
Wow! Hey, Paimon's curious about something, though. You definitely weren't one of those students who needed canned knowledge to graduate from the Academia, right? So,
When you are unable to understand a researcher's actions, most cases can be attributed to curiosity. This is but one theory.
Sounds like you're trying to avoid the question.
All right, let's begin the test.
Oh, so sorry.
my sword!
All right. I'll link your Akasha terminal to record the next step. Hold it in your hand. I'll...
Hey, how are you feeling? You mean that it...
All right. Time for round 2.
Dodge this! Ah!
Rain outlines your fate.
Cool it!
Now, I'll start recording data again. Well, the knowledge capsule you purchased did improve his combat capability. During the second fight, his overall fighting performance increased by 0.073.
Wait! How much? Dory's such a jerk! She totally scammed us! 1 million Mora? This thing isn't worth a tenth of that!
Of course, this could be because he is so powerful that the capsule's contents were unable to produce a substantial increase. At the very least, this test allowed me to gain more insight into you two. I'm heading back to Akela.
today and ask her about where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is.
Welcome back, my loyal patrons. What can I do for you this time? You name it. Canned knowledge, supplies, or anything else you need. I'll find a way to get it. Where there's a waterfall of Mora, there's a way.
Can you really get us anything we want? Anything at all?
Uh-huh. So it appears that canned knowledge alone is no longer sufficient for your opulent appetite. Then please oblige me. Tell me. Oh! I knew customers with pockets as deep as yours would undoubtedly crave something more profound than ordinary canned knowledge. But you know, that kind of information isn't going to be cheap. After all, I had to work really hard to weasel my way into the auction site.
But how can we be sure your information is accurate? Paimon's curious how you just happen to have this kind of info the moment we need it.
Because to me, anything of value is what I consider to be my supply. Therefore, I must always be aware of what's hot on the market in order to secure more sales. As for the information's authenticity, well, you've no need to worry about that. I used a camera to take a picture of the transaction. That way, it's always a pleasure doing business with such sterling patrons. Now that you've paid in full, here's the scoop.
Ain El Ahmar? You mean the Eremites who worshipped King Deshret?
Ah, so you're already familiar with them. The group has done everything in their power to obtain the Divine Knowledge Capsule. After all, they believe it contains the power of King Deshret. That Divine Knowledge Capsule is unlike any other canned knowledge I've seen before. It was glowing bright red, and the capsule is clearly visible in the picture I took. You can look for yourself.
Thanks for the info.
Please.
Well, we figured out where the Divine Knowledge Capsule is. Turns out, it ended up in the hands of Ain El Ahmar. Let's head back and talk to Al-Haytham.
What's the hurry?
Haytham! We got the info you wanted!
Really? All right. Let's hear it.
Dory even gave us evidence to verify the intel. Have a look.
Huh, look at that. Clear as day. It must have taken some guts just to infiltrate the scene of the Eremites' transaction. But then to get close enough to take a picture like this. Bold move, Dory. Very bold move. All right. The person in this picture is indeed Misery, the leader of Ain El Ahmar. In which case, if...
At first, Paimon didn't get why you were provoking these Ain El Ahmar. After we defeat them, we can finally have it.
Thank you for your time and efforts. Take a few days off while I make some preparations. Let's meet up again on the after... See you then.
Haytham sure is taking his time. Where could he be? Oh, there he is.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Let's head to the pier in front of Pharos Lighthouse.
Yep, let's go.
I knew you were crazy, but I didn't know you were crazy enough.
It was I who demanded that these negotiations take place. I was more worried that you might go back on your promise. But here, this is turning into quite an occasion.
Back up? Aren't you the brat from the restaurant the other day? You've come to support this lunatic because he helped you out? I'm not going to mince my words. Once we're done with you, you'll be nothing more than fish food. Get 'em, boys!
Uh-oh, here they come!
Dodge this! Cool it! Feeling lucky today?
Following orders.
I'll take my... Dodge this! Freeze!
No, my sword!
You won this one.
Academia scum! Boss! Finally! Did you use it? Great! Now we can... Boss? Boss! What's wrong?
What happened to him?
We have to cut his Akasha connection, now.
Target acquired! Arrest him!
Do not impede our work. Is that understood, Al-Haytham?
Of course. I was only trying to help.
Take him away!
World, forget me.
What in Tibet just happened?
It looks like he used the Divine Knowledge Capsule.
You mean the Divine Knowledge Capsule did that to him? Oh, yeah. You mean how some researchers go insane after getting knowledge from Ermin's?
I've heard of numerous incidents of researchers in Satyavada life going insane. The state that man is now in suggests that this is a similar situation. This Divine Knowledge Capsule does appear to be linked to the gods, but beyond that, it doesn't seem anything like the rumors suggest. Possessing it, did you hear what he said? World, forget me.
If the mantra took him away, then that means the Academia got the Divine... Still, Paimon didn't...
As things stand, there is no reason for me to remain in Port Ormos.
Oh, we were so busy trying to find the Divine Knowledge Capsule that Paimon forgot to ask...
Truthfully, I don't. Lesser Lord Kusanali appears to exist outside. Moreover,
everything...
I'm heading back to the
It's almost the day of the Sub-Zeros Festival. Maybe we should head back too. We've been rushed off our feet over the past few days, so maybe a little rest and relaxation will do us good. Then we'll part ways here, Al-Haytham, until we meet again.
Now, do I deal with this thing first? Or should I produce the report that the higher-ups require?
The Sub-Zero's festival, right? Let's hurry and find Dunyarzad. Paimon thinks she must be around the Grand Bazaar, since she showed us around there